Welcome in this quiet, peaceful summer vlog in my kingdom. With the warmer month coming, the morning watering ritual is back, and it's just a joy to notice every day the progress and the blooming of each flower, each plant. I love doing that before starting anything. And I also like to see all the progress the different plants I propagated last year are making this year. They are growing really nice. There is this beautiful vine which is growing really fast these days. I'm curious to see the progress she's going to make throughout the summer. I didn't find all the flowers I wanted yet, but the balcony is making progress. I need a few more, that said. And for the studio boxes, I found these very delicate, beautiful lilac color flowers. They are very pretty. It's the first time I have them, and they seem to enjoy themselves with the sunshine they have here. In the bedroom, I like to repurpose beautiful tablecloths which are nicely embroidered, whether recent or older. This way they have less risk to get stained, which happens sometimes when they are used as a real tablecloth. And here they are a little safer, and I think they dress the bed very well. The little sewing basket is now next to the window because Clochette and I, we like to spend our evening before going to bed while sewing and enjoying the birds outside. It's just very calming and very peaceful, and we love these little moments together. And of course Clochette has a summer bed. And here I like to have the Forget-Me-Not Chronicles magazine in the bedroom because I like to read a few pages after my evening reading before going to sleep, because it's a very uplifting and comforting magazine, and I like to have them easy to reach. And this is the spring issue. It is published by Gaina da Silva, the Wood Fairy. You will find all the links under this video. And the spring issue has been released a few weeks ago, and it's a beautiful issue that you might enjoy too. So Gaina had invited me in her magazine last Christmas. The Christmas issue is still available too. You can find it on her website. To perfume the bedroom, I like to have something a little different each season. Here I have some golden amber sun, which smells really nice. And in the living room, I have another scent, which is Vanille Gourmande, a delicious vanilla, and it smells really delicious. And I have the scented sticks, which are matching too. While May has been very hot, June has started with cold and rainy days, which prevented any lunch on the balcony, so I stayed inside and I love reading while eating. My favorite writer from the 18th century, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, used to say that when you are on your own and eating and you have a book, it's exactly like if your book were doing the conversation to you. And I totally agree with him. I'm continuing to read the book about La Princesse Mathilde I showed you in the previous video. In the studio, I'm still pretty late on the dollhouse workshop. I'm working on the second part, which is the inside, and I finished a staircase, an inside staircase, which is pretty small, but it's going to be very convenient to join and to reach the first floor. I'm also working on different wallpapers for the different rooms, for Camille and Madeleine's bedroom. And the French Dollhouse workshop is still open for a few hours. The doors are going to close in a few hours till 2027, so it's not going to be reopened anytime in 2026. So if you are interested, you have a very last chance to join. While I work a lot in the studio, I stay a lot on my desk or on the computer. I try and want to go as much as I can to the park, which is really not far away from me, and I want to try to go to there almost every day because it just feels so good to be surrounded by trees, by birds. And here, interestingly, these wild roses are growing totally on their own. There are no flowers in this park, it's a completely wild park. But on my way to the park, I saw these beautiful wild roses. So the French Dollhouse workshop is about to close its doors this year. It's going to reopen next year, but in a few hours it will be closed for good for this year. So you have a link under this video and it's available at learnthemagicofpaper.com. And right now I'm working on the second part, which includes all the inside, the decor of the inside, the wallpapers, the inside staircase, the furniture and the toys. This part was a bit late. The first part is already all available, and the second part, which are all these parts, are about to be available in June. So I'm finishing this in these upcoming weeks so that everybody can complete their dollhouse and finish everything. But there are really more things than I have ever done for any of my previous dollhouses. A removable little staircase, which we can remove if we want to, or put it back if we want to. So it's more comfortable to work on the house, but also to play in the house if we want to manipulate things. In the first dollhouse, it was all settled and glued and we couldn't remove anything, and it's much better, I think, like this. So I'm pretty pleased with my little staircase. And we have also a lot of very sophisticated wallpapers for each room, a lot of wood panels, some nice ceiling moldings which are different for each room. So there are a lot of details which are going to be pretty fun to add and to make this house pretty, I wouldn't say totally historically correct, because I take a bit of freedom. We have a kitchen in the first floor which wouldn't be realistic, but you are going to see, even if the workshop is about to close its doors very soon now, you are going to see the evolution and the progress and the finished result of the dollhouse in the upcoming weeks in June, so in the upcoming videos, but you will not be able to join later in June. So it's really your last chance if you wanted to make a dollhouse. So right now I'm continuing and finishing to work on the French dollhouse. I've also showed you this book about La Princesse Mathilde Laetitia, the niece of Napoleon, and I didn't make huge progress on it because I don't have a lot of time to read right now, but I always read during my lunchtime and a few pages before sleeping at the end of the day, and I absolutely adore this lady. I will for sure share more about her in upcoming videos because she's a very, very interesting lady who was very close to artists, sculptors, writers. She was close to Alexandre Dumas, Théophile Gautier, all the writers of the time, and she was a very independent mind. She divorced from her violent husband in her early 20s, and then she had a very independent life. And she said, I was just reading that earlier this day, that she couldn't have really interesting conversation with any woman of her time because she thought they were really, really boring. They had no curiosity, no interest for anything, for art, for culture, for literature, for philosophy. And she was only surrounded by men like journalists, writers, artists, or politicians. And it's quite interesting. And she just said that she wanted to invite Georges Sand. I don't know if she will end up inviting her, but she couldn't find any like-minded woman of in her lifetime, so she had to have a lot of men around her just to have more interesting conversation. I thought it was pretty fun, but yes, very interesting lady. The description of her studio was so nice. Yes, I will definitely share more of her because I don't think there are a lot of things which will be translated. So you will hear more of La Princesse Mathilde in an upcoming video. And I thank you those who appreciated my previous video about being old-fashioned and enjoying the past. I have just added some battery to my smartphone, which I don't use. He is in his box. It's just a safety emergency tool for internet. Actually, I don't have even a SIM card inside. I don't want to have it. It's just for internet. It's just a tool really for my workshop, for when we do live calls, if there was a problem with my computer, all of that, or my second computer. Thank you very much for spending this time with me today. I will come back with many more videos in June. I promise you will see the progress and the finished result of the French dollhouse, and I will share many other things coming in my decor. I want to definitely reorganize a lot of things in the studio this summer because it's very messy, change some furniture of place. I want to work also on my bookshelves in the living room. I want to have a few more, but painting them and improving them so they are all looking nice. So all those projects will come a little later this summer, so that's going to be fun home decors. And also I want to work on the bedroom, changing the wallpapers and painting the ceilings. A lot of things planned on top of all my other projects. I want to make progress this summer too. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you very soon. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you appreciated and you were inspired by what you saw. Thank you, I will see you soon.